So, welcome everyone to session one of Hertfordshire County Championships 2022. The first event 101, is the women's 100 metres butterfly. We've got 7 heats. And we will be underway shortly. Heat 1, referee. So in Heat 1, in Lane 1 we've got Phoebe Sandon from Stevenage. In Lane 2, Harry Shipton from Hatfield. Lane 3, Bronwyn Fuller from Hatfield. Lane 4, Jasmine Pereira from Hatfield. Lane 5, Sadie Moore from Hertford. Lane 6, Amelia Costa from Hatfield. And Lane 7, Caitlin Walters from Berkhamsted. So a wide range of ages in the first heat, 11 to 16. Caitlin in lane 7 looks to be comfortably ahead going into the final leg. Jasmine in 4, Phoebe outside on 1 in 2nd and 3rd respectively. Sadie in 5, overhauling Phoebe, coming in for a 3rd. Caitlin Walters stopping the clock in a 1:16.51. As I said, 7 heats, 6 more heats of this women's 100 metres butterfly.
Let's go, Angelica!
In Heat 2, we have in Lane 1, Lola Clayworth from Verulam. Lane 2, Angelica Lazasketa from Watford. Lane 3, Honor Beverstock from Hatfield. Lane 4, Isabella Savage from Potters Bar. Lane 5, Summer Boswell from Hatfield. Lane 6, Sophie Stelmack from Stevenage. Lane 7, Amy Whitton from Hatfield. And Lane 8, Isabel Mullings from Chesham. Very even at the halfway point. Isabella just touching ahead of Isabel over in lane 8. Still look to be Isabella from Isabel. Honor in lane 3 doing her best to come back, but it does look like Isabel from lane 8, an early outside smoker. I think everyone will have noticed that the main scoreboard isn't showing the timings and that there is a smaller, clearer scoreboard at the non-starting end of the pool. Heat 3, referee. In this third heat, we've got in lane 1, Chloe Alton from Potters Bar. Lane 2, Janhavi from Watford. Lane 3, Kira May Ingram from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 4, Daisy Fainson from Potters Bar. Lane 5, Alice O'Toole from Royston. Lane 6, Chloe Hodgkinson from Watford. Lane 7, Georgina Hamilton from Costa. And Lane 8, Autumn Shine from Potters Bar. Kira May in lane 3, half a body length ahead at the 50. Alice in lane 5, currently in second.
Go Grace!
Kira May still ahead. Hasn't taken anything further from Alice in 5. Indeed, it's Kira May holding on for first. 1:14.72 for Kira May. Alice in second and Daisy from lane 4 in third. Heat 4, referee. In Heat 4, in lane 1, we've got Jemima Cross from Hitchin. Lane 2, Madison Whitaker from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 3, Bella Parkers from Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Grace Mason from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Josephine Reid from Berkhamsted. Lane 6, Sophie Clark from Hitchin. Lane 7, Catherine Ryan from Hoddesdon. And Lane 8, Verity Fuge from Hatfield. Josephine in 5, a body length ahead of Catherine in 7. And pretty even across the rest of the pool. In this heat, we've got in lane 8 a 12-year-old Verity Fuse and up to an 18-year-old In lane 2, Madison. But it's still Josephine from 5. Increasing her early lead. And she is going to touch in a 1:12.20. Good improvement on her entry time. Grace in 2nd and Bella touching in 3rd. Heat 5, referee. Heat 5 is the first of the 3 fastest cyclically seeded heats. And in lane 1, we've got Hannah Cushion from Hatfield. Lane 2, Keely White from Potters Bar. Lane 3, Lily Blount from Hatfield. Lane 4, Amy Pemberton from Berkhamsted. Lane 5, Jessica Fields from Bishop Stortford. Lane 6, Tiger Lily Donald from Costa. Lane 7, Jessica Heasom from Potters Bar. And lane 8, Holly Morgan from Hoddesdon. So given the difference in entry times, there's a 7-second difference between the centre of the pool and the outside lanes. So we would expect the fastest swimmer to come from the centre 2 lanes. Jessica in 5, comfortably a body length ahead of Amy and Lily. (1:06.89) for Jessica. Amy in 2nd and Lily in 3rd. Heat 6, referee. In lane 1, we've got Evie Thompson from Hitchin. Lane 2, Amy Borum from Watford. Lane 3, Millie Fields from Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Georgina Talon from Potters Bar. Lane 5, Hannah Brooke from Costa. Lane 6, Victoria Daly from Watford. Lane 7, Lucinda Stanley from Harpenden. And lane 8, Eva Ives from Hatfield. It is lane 4 taking the lead. Georgina in lane 4 has a 1:03.6 entry time. That's a few seconds ahead of her competitors in this heat. Millie and Hannah either side of Georgina, trying to hold on. Georgina touching a 1:05.29. Hannah in 2nd. Millie touching in 3rd. Heat 7, referee. In this final heat, of the 100 fly. In lane 1, Katie Jeffrey from Hatfield. Lane 2, Maya Shackle from Watford. Lane 3, Emma Fields from Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Jessica Woodward from Hatfield. Lane 5, Louise Fiddes from Hatfield. Lane 6, Florence Crowley from Costa. Lane 7, Eva Glynn from Hatfield. And lane 8, Caitlin Hartley from Hatfield. Jess in lane 4, turning at 30.9. Body length ahead of Emma in lane 3. Maya and Louise battling it out for third in this heat. I shouldn't forget Florence in 6. It's coming back strongly in the second half. There is going to be Jess. Touching in a 105.58. Now, some of these girls will get a chance to swim again. There are finals, there's a championship final. No age group finals, but championship final after the 100 backstroke. So that's concluded event 101. The women's 100 metres butterfly. That brings us on to 102, the men's 100 metres backstroke. There are 11 heats. Heat 1, referee. Three swimmers in Heat 1. In lane 3, Romeo Givram from Watford. Lane 4, Constantine Kaliafas from Watford. And lane 5, Harry Arnold Pepper from Royston. I've got no entry time for Romeo. At 17 years old, no surprise he's ahead of the other boys. It's 50 split 34. We'll be seeing whether he can get under 70. Constantine in lane 4, one of only two 11-year-olds in this 100 backstroke. But Romeo stops the clock in a 1:11.77. Constantine steady at the finish. 1:28.98 inside his entry time. And a 1:38 coming up for Harry. A very good improvement on his entry time. Heat 2, referee. We have 7 swimmers in Heat 2. In Lane 1, Gabriel Taggart from Watford. Lane 2, George Saunders from Verulam. Lane 3, Rufus Kelly from Hatfield. Lane 4, Charlie Stock from Costa. Lane 5, Thomas Johnson from Hatfield. Lane 6, Thomas Fennick from Verulam. And Lane 7, James Hallam from Harpenden. Rufus in Lane 3, the early leader. Charlie and Thomas in Lane 4 and 5. Following up. Useful turn from George in Lane 2. Creeps him up on the field, but it's still Rufus in Lane 3. Looking very strong. Rufus definitely going to touch first. That's a 1:20.95 for Rufus. A very good improvement on his entry time, 5 seconds. Second was Charlie. And Thomas Fennick from Lane 6, touching third. I think I mentioned there are 11 heats of this 100 back. The final 3 again are cyclically seeded, so evenly spreading the faster swimmers in those final 3 heats. Heat 3, referee. In Lane 1, we've got Perrin Marr from Hatfield. Lane 2, Max Lesnar from Potters Bar. Lane 3, Arthur Greenhill from Royston. Lane 4, Archie Barton from Stevenage. Lane 5, Chotkin Lau from Costa. Lane 6, Louis Hockenberg from Potters Bar. Lane 7, Niccolo Camalotti from Hatfield. And Lane 8, Alexander Mordenti from Potters Bar. Arthur in 3. Just trying to hold off Alexander from 8. And Niccolo. Very close at the end there. Indeed, it seemed to be touching first. Alexander, then Niccolo. And then Chutkin Lau in 3rd. So lane 3 there as a backup time. So just note the initial results weren't correct. So Arthur from lane 3 actually touching in second. Heat 4, referee. In Heat 4, in lane 1, we've got William Harris from Watford. Lane 2, William Lees from Royston. Lane 3, Alfie Bullock from Cheshunt. Lane 4, Alfie Whitman from Hoddesdon. Lane 5, Oliver Fenwick from Verulam. Lane 6, Luke Bernard from Costa. Lane 7, Kabir Patel from Potters Bar. And lane 8, Fraser McDonald from Hatfield. Oliver in 5, just ahead of William in lane 2 at the halfway stage. In the meantime, I have the finalists for the championship final for the women's 100 metres butterfly. The final will be just after this set of heats. We have Georgina Talon from Potters Bar, Jessica Woodward from Hatfield, Jessica Fields from Bishop Stortford, Emma Fields from Bishop Stortford, Hannah Brooke from Costa, Amy Pemberton from Berkhamsted, Lily Blount from Hatfield and Millie Fields from Bishop Stortford. The first reserve is Florence Crowley from Costa and the second reserve is Louise Fiddes from Hatfield. Heat 5, referee. In Heat 5, in lane 1 we have Zach Fellows from Costa, lane 2 Parker Brewster from Harpenden, lane 3 Bo Riley from Bishop Stortford, and no swimmer in lane 4. In lane 5 Sam Ryan from Bushy, lane 6 Ethan David Devin, Ethan, Bishop Stortford, lane 7 Billy Silk from Ware, and lane 8 B McDonald Williams from Bishop Stortford. And it's the Bishop Stortford swimmer in lane 8 with the initial B. Sorry folks, that's what I have. Well ahead. So Sam in lane 5 is going to touch second. In lane 8, touching there first in 1:13.31. Sam from 5, touching second, 1:14. And Zach from lane 1, finishing in third. Heat 6, referee. In Heat 6, in lane 1, we've got Harry Chapman from Stevenage. Lane 2, Oliver Tom from Ware. Lane 3, Louis Robson from Costa. Lane 4, Danny Foreman from Potters Bar. Lane 5, Thomas Marr from Costa. Lane 6, Jovan Gulvardi from Bushy. Lane 7, George Reynolds from Hertford. And lane 8, Harrison Odie from Hoddesdon. Thomas in lane 5, taking the halfway lead from Danny in 4 by the looks of that. Still Thomas just ahead of Danny in the 2 centre lanes. I think Louis in 3 just ahead of George over here in 7. George coming through well though, so it's Thomas touching first but not stopping the clock. We all wait for the backup times. Very close finish there on the times that did come up. We have a backup time popping up on the scoreboard at least. Heat 7, referee. In Heat 7, we've got in lane 1, Archie Rand from Ware. Lane 2, Ryan Ingram from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 3, Benjamin Taggart from Watford. Lane 4, James Gibson from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 5, Zach Stacey from Hoddesdon. Lane 6, Daniel Velsey from Hatfield. Lane 7, Colin Bossianu from Hemel Hempstead. And lane 8, George Hooper from Costa. Very close this one. Kaelin in 7, just ahead at the 50, but still very close in this Heat 7. He's consolidated that lead to about half a body length. Just ahead of Daniel and Zach on the inside of him. So Callum finishing first, 1:07.88 is the time on the scoreboard. Zach touching second and Daniel touching in third. Heat 8, referee. In Heat 8, in Lane 1, we've got George Grimwood from Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Yannick Matheson-Chubb from Verulam. Lane 3, Toby Martin, Harpenden. Lane 4, Fergus Reid from Berkhamsted. Lane 5, Samuel Jeffrey from Hatfield. Lane 6, Hayden Thornhill from Hoddesdon. Lane 7, Ben Davison from Hatfield. And Lane 8, Hugo Rabachek-Smith from Hatfield. Just Fergus, just ahead from Lane 4. But then it's Lane 7 and 8 in second and third at the halfway. Ben and Hugo from Hatfield. Looks like Ben from Lane 7. But coming through strongly on his inside is Hayden in Lane 6. Good finish from him. Indeed, Hayden gets the touch from Lane 6, 1:07.70. Just ahead of Ben. And then Toby from Lane 3 finishing in third.
The race was 99 metres long and then chilled out in the last metre. Oh my God, Ben. The second, it was so controlled. Your second 50 was class. It looks just really good backstroke. I'm like, yeah. You didn't go out fast. Second 50 class, and then you were like, I'm finished. Oh, I'm not finished. Oh, now oh my God. You knew that, right? Oh, Christ. But the second 50 was lovely. Like, real good technique, so still. You turned at 50 like 6 or 7. And I don't know where you touched it. You touched it properly. Really nice second 50. You're doing the 200. I'm excited about that.
Heat 9, referee.
Right, and there's more to come. Well done. But also not done. He stopped.
Heat 9 is the first of the 3 final cyclical heats. In Lane 1, we've got Oliver Baskerville from Hatfield. Lane 2, Finley Guest from Watford. Lane 3, Jago Darrington from Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Nathaniel Mackley from Costa. Lane 5, Oscar Bryce from Costa. Lane 6, Kieran Watmore from Hertford. Lane 7, Rafferty May from Watford. And Lane 8, William Presland from Bushy. Oscar in 5, well ahead of this first heat. Remember, quite a big difference in entry times between the centre of the pool and the outside in these final heats. Oscar nailed on for this one, but Jago and Nathaniel battling it out. Nathaniel touching just ahead. Can we ask the girls for the 200 metres IM to go to the marshalling area? please. 200 metres IM for girls. To the marshalling area, please.
Okay, you know all your touches. Okay, be
You
relaxed.
clear the pool, please, boys.
Right.
Heat 10, referee.
The other guys have got the tank.
In Heat 10, in Lane 1, we've got Jacob Hayes from Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Jake Moore from Potters Bar. Lane 3, Luke Flynn from Watford. Lane 4, Kieran Burkitt from Costa. Lane 5, James Atwell from Harpenden. Lane 6, Dylan Cole from Stevenage. Lane 7, Ethan Howard from Potters Bar. And Lane 8, William Buckley from Watford. Luke in Lane 3, just ahead of Kieran in 4. Followed closely though by James Atwell in Lane 5. Those three pretty much nailed on for the first 3 finishes of this heat. Some of these boys may get another chance to swim this in the championship final in not too far. So Luke finishing a 101.08, just ahead of Kieran and James.
Let's go, Ben! Right. None of this up down on the fly. Okay, this fly's for a pretty long. Make sure it's consistent. You've got to get this tight on your toe. Right? Disadvantage of being so different. Okay? Right, so get it real tight. Right, no gliding in. Try and keep that speed. Fast out. Right, relaxing fast, but not jet. Okay? So, your timing on the way out. Backstroke, always in, always out, and then bring it back in the front. Okay? You have always been stronger than most. Kennedy, right? You're the one distance one, you're the backstroke, you just get stronger and stronger. So don't use pace. Okay? Right? Remember opposites. But look, you can go forward.
So, slight mishap with the microphone at that point. But in Lane 1 we've got Lucas Hartley, Lane 2 Thomas Jobson, Lane 3 Thomas Stanbury, Lane 4 Benjamin Green, Lane 5 Arvin Rodriguez, Lane 6 Alexander Calverber, and Lane 7 Dominic McCarthy, Lane 8 Charlie Stanbury. Benjamin in Lane 4, pretty certain he's going to touch first. And it does. And a 58.47. Thomas second, Dominic in third.
Right. Quick break to you. You okay? Use your balls on the front. Okay. And then hold your line.
So that's it for the heat of the men's 100 metres backstroke. I believe there's a short break now before the two finals of these two sets of heats.
Okay folks, so this is a little bit different as we all know. We're currently processing the results from that last event. As soon as we've got them, we will walking around and checking that the finalists and the reserves are wanting to swim. Once we've confirmed that, we will set a 10-minute clock for a countdown to the finals. We'll then be running the two finals and then go into the next heat, which I believe is the 200 iron. So that's your timetable as it stands.
So we're coming on to the welcome to the finalists of the championship final, the only final for the women's 100 metres butterfly. In lane 8, Millie Fields. In lane 1, Lily Blount. In lane 7, Amy Pemberton. In lane 2, Anna Brooke. In lane 6, Emma Fields. In lane 3, Jessica Fields. In lane 5, Jessica Woodward. And in lane 4, Georgina Talon. Referee. So we will see if these girls can improve on a time set not very long ago. Reasonably close with the top three in the heat times. Georgina in 4, going out strongly. Jess on her hips. Pretty even behind them. It's Georgina, Jess and Jess at the moment. So Georgina ahead of Jess. Ahead of Jess Woodward, that is, and then Jessica Fields in third, trying to hang on for third. Very strong last leg for Jess Woodward in 5, touching in a 1:04.89, just ahead of Georgina. Jessica Fields in third. This is the final of the men's open 100 metres backstroke championship final. In lane 8 from Harpenden, James Atwell. In lane 1 from Potters Bar, Thomas Stanbury. In lane 7 from Bishop Stortford, Jago Derrington. In lane 2 from Costa, Nathaniel Mapley. In lane 6 from Costa, Kieran Burkett. In lane 3 from Costa, Oscar Bryce. In lane 5 from Watford, Luke Flynn. And in lane 4, also from Watford, Benjamin Green. Referee. Benjamin in lane 4, our fastest qualified from the heats just a bit earlier. Several seconds, 3 seconds ahead, 2.5 seconds ahead of the next fastest, but some very close heat times between the other swimmers. Benjamin split at 28.43. Looks like he's on target for about a similar time. He did a 58.47 in the heats. Kieran in lane 6, turning reasonably comfortably in second. Third, I'm not going to call. Maybe Nathaniel in lane 2, but there he goes, finishing a 59.13 in lane 4, Benjamin Green. Kieran finishing second, and Jago going through in third. that's it for those two finals. The next event in this, still session 1, but event 105 is the women's 200 metres individual medley. There are 10 heats of this event. Heat 1, referee. As you can see, just 3 swimmers in this first heat. In lane 3, Megan Reader from Watford. Lane 4, Lucia Day from Hatfield. And lane 5, Talia Williams from Tring. Talia, the 15-year-old, a long way in the lead at the moment. No entry time for Talia, I think it's how she's in this first heat. Talia finishing first, that's a 1:18.58. Talia. Sorry, after the halfway. Sorry. Well, we always say that things a lot can change in the individual medley, but I think looking quite unlikely, given the difference in the speed. Very technical race. Lots that can go wrong. Talia onto her final leg. Megan in lane 3 over now. Lucia looks to be the only swimmer who's 11 by the end of this year, so most likely 10. That's Talia. The final 2 metres, her time 2:55.37. Megan touching a 3:06.55. So some are looking comfortably to be having this heat in the bag. Of course, for the age groups, it's going to be heat declared. So very important that they do keep swimming their own races. But in this particular heat, in lane 4, some are touching first with a 2:47.10. Honor in second, 2:48. And Isabella from lane 6 in third. Heat 4, referee. In Heat 4, in lane 1, we've got Janhavi from Watford. Lane 2, Holly Hayes from Bishop Stortford. Lane 3, Sophie Clark from Hitchin. Lane 4, Olivia Lydon from Royston. Lane 5, Josephine Reed from Berkhamsted. Lane 6, Madeline Bayliss from Stevenage. Lane 7, Kate Hopper from Berkhamsted. And Lane 8, Verity Fuge from Hatfield. Very close entry times, spread of, well, under 2 seconds. But it's Josephine and Olivia in the centre of the pool. After the butterfly. Olivia catching a little on the turn there to Josephine. Olivia just coming through very, very gradually, but she will, I think, touch first onto the breaststroke. Josephine opening up a useful gap there. Kate in 7, coming through pretty well on her breaststroke leg. In fact, Kate, the teammate of Josephine, both from Berkhamsted. So Josephine from Kate, from Holly over in lane 2. See who can finish this off. There are no finals at all for these 200s. So all heat declared. And in heat 4, in lane 7, it's going to be Kate Hopper. 2:42.56 for Kate, a very handy improvement on her entry time. Ahead of Josephine in second, and Sophie in third. Heat 5, referee. So this is heat 5 of 10. In lane 1, Miriam McDad from Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Isabel Chaplin from Costa. Lane 3, Ava Black from Costa. Lane 4, Grace Mason from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Gemma Robertson from Stevenage. Lane 6, Dana Shepperson from Potters Bar. Lane 7, Hannah Cushion from Hatfield. Lane 8, Sophie Stelmack from Stevenage. Isabel in lane 2. Having a good start to this 200 IM. As we've seen already, a lot can change. Gemma from lane 5 having a very useful backstroke leg. Still Isabel, over in 2, just ahead. Looks like Dana is using the breaststroke leg, that's from lane 6. Dana having a very good breaststroke leg. She's pulled a couple of body lengths clear. So, as Dana's under the flags to finish her breaststroke. Onto the pre. It's lane 1 now. Miriam from lane 1. Dana looking like she's not got the fastest of the freestyles in the pool in this heat, but that may be enough to hold on. Gemma just inside her may have other ideas, but no. Just holding on there for Dana in lane 6, 2:44.93. Gemma second, 2:45. And over in lane 2, Isabel coming back for third. I think we're missing lane 7. Maybe there's a backup time coming. I don't think you'll have to swim it again, Hannah. She's not seeing the funny side, coach. That's a definite maybe. There she goes. Heat 6, referee. In lane 1, we've got Keely White from Potters Bar. Lane 2, Maya Goss from Verulam. Lane 3, Eva Glynn from Hatfield. Lane 4, Sophie Hollis from Costa. Lane 5, Phoebe Matthews from Hatfield. Lane 6, Lauren Gore from Bishop Stortford. Lane 7, Georgina Hamilton from Costa. And lane 8, Georgia Darcy from Royston. There's Keely from lane 1. Half a stroke. Ahead of Eva in lane 3. Eva having the better of the fly to back turn. Could we have the boys who are swimming the 200 free to attend the marshalling area? Thank you. Boys for the 200 free. Well, it's got pretty close in the centre of the pool. Phoebe having a very good backstroke there in 5. Sophie in 4, turning 2nd. Eva was still in 3rd, but now on the breaststroke leg. Lauren from lane 6, pushing Phoebe just to the inside of her. See whether Lauren can really stretch that lead. So Lauren turning onto her final leg right now. Phoebe just staying ahead maybe. No, very, very close there. Hard to see Lauren losing this particular heat, but as I say, competing against different ages. So Lauren touching in a 240.22, 242.54 for Sophie, and Phoebe just behind in 3rd, 242.87. Heat 7, referee. So in Heat 7, in lane 1, Hannah Lovelock from Hitchin. Lane 2, Maya Shackle from Watford. Lane 3, Catherine Ryan from Hoddesdon. Lane 4, Ella Greatbatch from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Imola Joseph from Hatfield. Lane 6, Erin Curry from Hatfield. Lane 7, Bella Parkers from Bishop Stortford. And lane 8, Neve O'Meara from Watford. Erin in 6, having a slight advantage after the fly. Pretty close there across the pool. Erin, the 14-year-old, stretching her advantage on this backstroke. From So the breaststroke has brought everyone back together, apart from Erin there, still 3 metres ahead. Imola really trying to pull back on these last few metres of breaststroke. Looks like it's going to be Erin turning first. Can she, turning together there. A very strong last length of breaststroke from Imola. Neck and neck, Imola and Erin, teammates from Hatfield. It's Imola just with an advantage coming out of the turn, but Erin going to the kick. Just going to be Imola there. 2:36.23, just ahead of Erin. 2:36.23 6.87. And in lane 8, third, Neve with a 2.40. Heat 8, referee. So Heat 8, the first of the 3 final cyclical heats. In lane 1, Ever Ives from Hatfield. Lane 2, Skylark Harrison Rao from Hatfield. Lane 3, Caitlin Hartley from Hatfield. Lane 4, Erin O'Meara from Costa. Lane 5, Kirsty Neal from Bishop Stortford. Lane 6, Amy Borum from Watford. Lane 7, Gabriela Gomez Pavon from Potters Bar. And lane 8, Olivia Riley from Hatfield. So Erin does have a 6-second advantage on the entry times over the next closest swimmer in this heat. So she will be expecting to be somewhat ahead already. So it's Erin from Kirsty in the 2 centre lanes. Let's see how the breaststroke changes things. We've seen that already. Both these girls look to have a pretty good breaststroke, keeping their relative positions. Caitlin in lane 3, coming through from the back of the field to third. So the first 2 positions look pretty sure. Erin, the 19-year-old, in lane 4, easily holding off in lane 5, the 15-year-old, Kirsty. Erin touching first in a 2:28.04. Kirsty 2:31.69 in second. Gabriella coming through for third. Heat 9, referee. The second of our cyclical heats, Heat 9. In lane 1, Alice Green from Hatfield. Lane 2, Tamsin Moran from Berkhamsted. Lane 3, Emma Craig from Harpenden. Lane 4, Jess Woodward from Hatfield. Lane 5, Charlotte Williams from Hatfield. Lane 6, Hannah Brooke from Costa. Lane 7, Yasmin Meadows, Costa. And lane 8, Amy Harper from Watford. Just doing her best to confuse me with longer underwaters. But it's Charlotte that's pulling away on the backstroke. Just ahead of Emma in 3. And then Jess in lane 4. Hannah in 6th. Comfortably in 4th. I'm not sure comfortable is the right word. So Jess, the secret breaststroke swimmer, doing her best to put up onto Charlotte, but Charlotte's turning first. So Charlotte from Jess, from Emma, and still Hannah in 4th. Charlotte's time 2:28.69. And Jess holding off Emma for second. Heat 10, referee. So in Heat 10, in lane 1, Florence Crowley from Costa. Lane 2, Victoria Daly from Watford. Lane 3, Lucy King from Hitchin. Lane 4, Neve James from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Louise Fiddes from Hatfield. Lane 6, Megan Gray from Hatfield. Lane 7, Emily Presland from Bushy. And lane 8, Camille Vanier from Hatfield. There are a range of ages in this final heat. 3 swimming as 15, 2 swimming as 21, and a sprinkle in between. But it's one of the 21-year-olds, Neve, in lane 4, comfortably ahead. She is the fastest seed by 5 seconds. Victoria in lane 2 from Watford, the 15-year-old. So no doubt that Neve will finish this heat first. Pretty close behind her though. Megan in 6 had a very handy breaststroke. So Neve under the flags now. Stroking in that freestyle over the 2:28.34. Very, very similar to the last heat. Louise in lane 5, touching second, and Victoria in lane 2 in third. There's a disqualification to announce in event 105, heat 9, lane 1. The swimmer was disqualified for a technical infraction. So that's it for the 200 IM. Event 106 is the men's 200 metres freestyle. There are 10 heats. Heat 1, referee. Got 6 swimmers in heat 1. In lane 2, Thomas Fennick from Verulam. Lane 3, George Saunders from Verulam. Lane 4, Thomas Johnson from Hatfield. Lane 5, Gabriel Taggart from Watford. Lane 6, Constantine Kaliafas from Watford. Lane 7, Dylan Morris from Watford. And it's Dylan as an outside smoker by the looks of it. Been dying to say that. And swimming his own race over here in lane 7. Dylan, the 16-year-old, the 11 and 12-year-olds in the rest of the pool having a bit more of a battle. Dylan dropping off his quite frantic early pace with a 4-second drop off on that 50. Hard to judge swimming on your own like that. Of the others, Thomas in lane 4, turning 5 metres ahead. So it's a 15-second lead from first to second. At halfway, Dylan here has 50 to go. It's Thomas in 4. The interesting battle is 3rd to 4th. George and Gabrielle. Slight miscount there. So Dylan stopping the clock in a 2:14.32. So Thomas in lane 4, learning the hard way to count up to 8. I think his adrenaline may be kicking in now. But Gabriel in 5, touching ahead, 2:47.37. That slight delay costing Thomas a few seconds, finishing 3rd. Heat 2, referee. Eight swimmers in Heat 2. In lane 1, Charlie Scott from Costa. Lane 2, Alexander Mordenti from Potters Bar. Lane 3, Max Lesnar from Potters Bar. Lane 4, Mark Evans from Hitchin. Lane 5, Lewis Perry from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 6, Luca Bertossa Payden from Potters Bar. Lane 7, Choi Kin Lau from Costa. And lane 8, Elliot Hall from Bishop Stortford. Here's Choi Kin Lau in 7 at the 50. Let's see if he's got his pacing right. If so, it's looking good for him. It does seem the others may have bided their time a little more than Choi Kin Lau in 7. He's still ahead, only just, from Lewis in lane 5. And it's Luca and Alexander behind them. Alexander's teammate Max just on his inside. That's the top 5. So Lewis in lane 5. Looks to be a nicely paced 200. He's got a 2:36 entry time. I think these boys are going to be smashing their entry times. So it's Lewis in 5 at the moment. Half a length to go from Alexander over in lane 2. Lewis touching first, 2:29.08. Very good improvement. Alexander touching second and Luca in third. Heat 3, referee. So in Heat 3. In lane 1, Perry Marr from Hatfield. Lane 2, Ollie Bradley Smith from Hoddesdon. Lane 3, Robert Gore from Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Oliver Fenwick from Verulam. Lane 5, Daniel Williams from Hatfield. Lane 6, Ethan David Tosteven from Bishop Stortford. Lane 7, Zach Fellows from Costa. And lane 8, Niccolo Camalotti from Hatfield. So Daniel in 5, having a very good first 50. Not letting him get away is Robert over in lane 3. Daniel split a 1070. So still Daniel, Robert, and then Ethan, I make that. So Daniel keeping up his impressive stroke rate. Two lengths left for Daniel. Ethan in third, still holding off the others, but they are charging him down somewhat. Robert turning over there for his last length in three, but well in advance, nearly half a length in advance. Daniel from Hatfield touching first in a 2:18.54. Heat 4, referee. In lane 1, we've got Hayden Garrett from Hoddesdon. Lane 2, Dylan Davenport from Bishop Stortford. Lane 3, Luke Morley from Hitchin. Lane 4, B. McDonald Williams from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Samuel Barnett from Potters Bar. Lane 6, Arthur Colwell from Watford. Lane 7, Bo Riley from Bishop Stortford. Lane 8, Max Walters from Hell Hempstead. If I'm not mistaken, in lane 4 is McDonald Williams is struggling with a goggle incident. That might explain his being further back. But in lane 3 at the moment is Luke Morley, just ahead of Samuel Barnett. In 5, well, that's very close. Samuel's coming through. The turns, flip turns, very difficult with goggles around your cheeks. Showing some grit to finish. Still lanes 3 and 5. Fighting this one out. Quietly doing his stuff over here in lane 8, Max Walters from Hell Hempstead. With 50 to go. All on the 144s, the first 3. The stroke's not quite as tidy on this last 50 as at the start of the race. Might actually be very, very close between lane 8 and lane number 5. Max in lane 8, an outside smoker there, 2:19.73. Samuel second, 2:19.79, and Luke in third. Heat 5, referee. In lane 1, we've got George Taylor from Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Sebastian Litherby from Watford. Lane 3, Emilio Christopis from Costa. Lane 4, Louis Robson from Costa. Lane 5, Danny Foreman from Potters Bar. Lane 6, Oliver Tom from Ware. Lane 7, Samuel Jeffrey from Hatfield. And lane 8, Benjamin Taggart from Watford. Emilio in lane 3 with the early pace, 29.74. Again, we will see if that's his pacing. If so, if he's true to his pacing, he's looking like he would very easily beat his entry time of 2:19.95. His teammate Louis still on his feet, along with Sam over here in lane 7 from Hatfield. So Emilio and Louis, teammates in lanes 3 and 4. Sam and Emilio neck and neck. Sam just overhauling the two Costa swimmers at the about 50 to go, sorry. So Sam Jeffrey over here in 7, leading them in. Emilio from Louis, the two Costa swimmers. Sam stopping the clock 2:14.51, very good improvement for him. 2:17.69 for Emilio and 2:18.22 for Louis. Heat 6, referee. In lane 1, we've got Jeffrey Gill from Watford. Lane 2, also from Watford, Joseph McNulty. Lane 3, Matthew Enever from Hatfield. Lane 4, George Grimwood from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Rafferty May from Watford. Lane 6, George Hooper from Costa. Lane 7, Calin Bossianu from Hemel Hempstead. Lane 8, Oliver Baskerville from Hatfield. So it's George in lane 4 from Calin in 7, but very close with the top 4 or 5. So George in lane 4, having a very long relatively slower stroke than some of the other swimmers. He's doing him well at the moment. Matthew on his outside in lane 3. In second at the moment. Just ahead of George in lane 6, George Hooper from Costa. George Hooper having a very good turn. They come up 50 to go. George and Matthew. In fourth, Sammy's in between them. In lane 5, Rafferty May, Watford. See if anyone's left anything. Shouldn't really have left anything. It's a 200, pretty much a sprint. So George Hooper finishing the strongest, I think. But no, in lane 4, George Grimwood from Bishop Stortford, finishing in a 2:14.05, just ahead of George Hooper. Rafferty May in third.
Let's go, Joe.
Heat 7, referee. Heat 7 of 10 in lane 1, David Babcock, Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Toby Martin from Harpenden. Lane 3, Daniel Belsey from Hatfield. Lane 4, Joseph Sutton from Watford. Lane 5, Jacob Hayes from Bishop Stortford. Lane 6, George Prince from Hatfield. Lane 7, Tobias Sinclair from Ware. And lane 8, Hugo Rabacek-Smith from Hatfield. Tobias in 7. Over the only swimmer under a 30 in this heat. Pretty close on the entry times, 2 second spread. Under 2 seconds, so we'd expect this race to be pretty tight. Though the entry times can be a bit up and down with the disruption to the swimmers' normal schedules. Still Tobias, just ahead. Well, I think it was Daniel in lane 3. Toby on his outside in lane 2, also going well. Very, very close. It's 7, 2, 3 and 1. Toby over first, just ahead of Daniel. But all on the 137s, the top 3. David in lane 1, just slipping off the pace. So it looks like it's going to be from lane 2. Toby Martin, Daniel Belsey in 3. So 2:09 for Toby. 2:09.55, 2:09.87 for Daniel. And the early leader Tobias in 3rd. Heat 8, referee. So we're into the final 3 seeded heats now. Looks like no swimmer in lane 1. In lane 2, George Lovelock from Hitchin. Lane 3, Alexander Calverberg from Costa. Lane 4, Nathaniel Mapley from Costa. Lane 5, Jamie Joshua from Hatfield. Lane 6, Jack Barnard from Potters Bar. Lane 7, Ethan Howard from Potters Bar. And lane 8, James Atwell from Harpenden. Very strong start in 6 from Jack. The Potters Bar swimmer, his teammate Ethan on his outside. But then 3, 4 and 5 all pretty much in a line. So Jack in 6 from Alexander over in lane 3. Just ahead of Nathaniel. So that's the two Costa teammates next to each other. And Jamie Joshua in lane 5, just behind them in 4. So with about 60 to go. Nathaniel, I'd say, just ahead. Alexander, and there. Jamie having a useful turn. Brought him back in terms with Jack. Still Nathaniel half a body length ahead. Can be very close. Looks like Nathaniel, Jack, Jamie, Alexander for this heat. Nathaniel finishing first, 2:05.05. Jack Barnard, 2:05.85. Jamie Joshua in third, 2:06.35. Heat 9, referee. In Heat 9, in Lane 1, Lewis Dormer from Harpenden. Lane 2, Noah Cornwell from Potters Bar. Lane 3, Ethan Ivelaw Chapman from Costa. No swimmer in Lane 4. Lane 5, Jago Derrington from Bishop Stortford. Lane 6, Kai Adams from Potters Bar. Lane 7, Lucas Hartley from Hatfield. And Lane 8, Thomas Curry from Ware. It's Noah from Lane 2. With a very strong 27.35 for his first 50. Heat 10, referee. In this final heat, in lane 1, William Buckley from Watford. Lane 2, Thomas Hooper from Costa. Lane 3, Andrew Tembra from Costa. Lane 4, Sami Zemzani from Bishop Stortford. Lane 5, Thomas Jobson from Bushy. Lane 6, Jason Ho from Hatfield. Nosua in lane 7, and in lane 8, Josh Ellis from Hatfield. Sammy in 4, with a bit of an early advantage. Maybe a bit closer than the previous heat. Slight disadvantage for Josh in lane 8. He's already probably he's the slowest entrant. He has a bit of a gap. It's lane 4 from lane 3 from lane 5. Shouldn't forget Jason in lane 6. So Andrew in lane 3, eking out a lead with 50 to go. Andrew from Sammy, from Thomas from Jason. Not over yet. So still lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, then lane 6. Andrew, after all that, going to take this reasonably comfortably. So that's 2:04.30 for Andrew. Sammy in second, Thomas in third. I'm pretty sure we had some fairly decent, fairly close heat swims from these finalists. Jess in lane 6, off well for the fly. Jess over first, ahead of Erin and Charlotte, but very close there for second. So Jess, a body length still, just, but Neve in 5, coming back very strongly. Neve looks like she's just going to catch Jess at the halfway point. 108, just about. So it's Neve from Jess out front. Charlotte from Erin just behind them. That looks like that will be where the medals are going. So most of these girls out of the old age groups, so we look for this championship medal. Neve from Jess. Erin now comfortably in third after that breaststroke. Charlotte staving off Kirsty. Kirsty had a very useful breaststroke like there up in lane 2. But Jess, bit between her teeth. Jess versus Neve. Looks like Jess is going to have this. Jess touches first, 2:23.41. Neve second, 2:24.04. Erin in third, 2:26.62. Next we have the event 108, which is the championship final for the men's 200 metres freestyle. In lane 8, from Hatfield, Jason Ho. In lane 1, from Bushy, Thomas Jobson. In lane 7, from Potters Bar, Jack Barnard. In lane 2, from Bishop Stortford, Sami Zemzami. In lane 6, from Costa, Nathaniel Mapley. In lane 3, from Costa, Ethan Ivelaw Chapman. In lane 5, from Potters Bar, Noah Cornwell. And in lane 4, from Costa, Andrew Tembra. Referee. So this could be a very close final. The heat times being within 2 seconds from lane 4 to lane 8. Sammy in lane 2, taking out strongly. So Sammy over first. Thomas just outside him in second. From Ethan, says all happening at the far end of the pool from the camera. Sammy storming away, turning in 100 at 56.77. In lane 6, it's Nathaniel Mackley coming through. Costa Swimmer. We'll see which, if any, of these swimmers improve from their heat times. It does look like Sammy will be doing that. A 2:05 in the heats. It's be well inside that. So it's Sammy from Nathaniel from Andrew. He's going to touch just around the 2, just under the 2 minutes. 1:59.07 for Sammy to win the 200 metres freestyle. Nathaniel in second, 2:02.24. Andrew holding on to third, 2:04.03. Clear the pool, please, boys.
Okay guys, that's session 1 completed. 1 for session 2. Starts at 6:15 and it's a 40-minute one again. So you've got, what, 25 minutes-ish